morning and welcome to my channel. Before we get into our video to show you how I got this look, the eyes, the whole everything, I need to let you know I got really disappointed because towards the end of the video I lost 3 to 4 minutes of video. I don't know how it happened. I'm sure it's something I did. But really the only thing you missed was my final application of mascara. Nothing big. Putting on my lips, the lip liner and the lipstick. But the one thing that you did miss, I wanted you to see so badly, and I'll have to do it again, is how I incorporated my hair in with Harlow. And I'm going to bring you in so that you could look at this hairline. And again, of course, that's my hair. And I have found that if you will use the method that I use, it virtually will change any wig into looking like your own hair. My daughter, I met her for lunch, and she said, is that a wig? And I said, yes, it is. She said, but at the front, is it you? I don't understand what's going on. So anyway, I showed you how to do that, how to make it work so well. And I'm really sorry that that happened, but what can I say? Oh, one thing you did miss when I was putting on my mascara, me smearing the wand all the way across my cheek on this side, and I had just a big old wad of mascara, but that's just typical Deborah. So you have a good day, and please enjoy my video. If you haven't subscribed yet, I ask that you please do. Thank you. Good morning. This morning I am going to be working on my quest for the perfect eyebrow, and it has to go with silver, not only my silver hair. Let me take y'all out just a little bit. Not only my silver hair, but today I am going to be wearing Paula Young's Harlow. Oh my gosh, look at that girl, how pretty. I love her. I have done a review on her before, and if you haven't seen that, you might want to go to my video and watch that. But look at that, how pretty. Pretty excited to wear that today. So I have to do my eyebrows. I've already done one. I think I'm pretty happy with the color. Before I even started this, I moisturized, I primed, I put on my foundation, and I put on my powder. So now we're going to do my eyebrows. Like I say, I've got the one done. I think it looks really nice. First thing I did, I used my wax. I've got just a clear wax here. And if you use the wax and you come in and just wax it up, that seems to me to make the powder last a little longer. So I'm going to come in with my LA Colors gray palette, smoky palette that I found at the Dollar Tree. I was so excited to find it there. And the reason I love this, not because I'm the biggest LA Color fan in the world, but because it's got all the different shades of gray from light to dark. It's got well, let's see, we've got light, medium, then dark, and then charcoal. So it's got everything I need if I'm going to go with a grayish blue palette. So I am going with the medium gray right here, and I just tap it and shake it off. Then I'm going to come in here at the very front where I have no eyebrows. Let me bring you in a little bit for this, so you can actually see what I'm doing. I come in and I have to create a few eyebrows on this side. I'll try not to get my hand in the way. So I've now got that where it's almost looking like the other one. Looks like its sister. I think we could live with that. Come in, pat it again, and be sure and tap it off so you won't get fallout. And as I've told you before, I come in under my brow, straight up to my arch. Top of the brow, straight up to the arch. Where they meet is where I start my tail. And the tail, I try to go out as opposed to down and around. Then you want to brush them up my eyebrows, this one over here droops, and so it's a little bit harder to see. Okay, now what I do as the final touch on the tail so that you can actually see it, I go in with the dark brown, or excuse me, dark gray right there, touch, touch, tap, then I come back to the medium, touch, touch, tap. That's going to give me a little more definition around the edges and on the, I don't want to, okay, let me take you back out. I don't want the front to be too dark. Now, let's see. I think that they're looking pretty close. What do you think? I've got, my vision is so bad it's hard to tell, but I'm looking in a 100,000 magnifying mirror and I can barely see. No, it's a 10-time magnifier, and looking in those I can tell they're perfect. Now, since I am going to be wearing Harlow, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes in a gray-blue palette today, which is pretty much what I've been going with. I really like it. So I'm going to take, oh, I forgot one thing. I'm going to have to put y'all on pause. I've got to run and get my rag that I wipe my brushes on. Just a moment. I'm back. I have to always keep a little washcloth down here to wipe my brushes on. I like to clean them as I go. I am going to start, I believe today, with this very lightest gray right here. I'm going to cover my whole eyelid with that, both eyes. And I wanted to tell y'all a little story of something that happened to me at the grocery store. I thought it was pretty funny. So I'm going to take it all the way up. I'm not going to hit my brow bone with it because I want to put a little bit of a light color up there. Let me give you a little background before I tell you my grocery store story. And it was, I'm only telling you this so that you will be able to understand why I found it so funny at the grocery store. For the last, I don't want to even think how many years, 35 years, I've been an accountant. I've always worked in corporate accounting. Okay, now we're going to go with the blue. I'm going to take a little fluffy brush here, and I think I'm going to go with this blue right there. I think that's a pretty blue. It's light, and we're going to just touch it and tap. Okay, so the last 15 years of my career, I was the financial controller for a mid-sized company. I only tell you this so you will understand about me that I understand numbers and I understand technology. So I'm at the grocery store, and I've told you in some of my other videos that I like to go through the self-checkout. I just enjoy scanning my own stuff, packing it in the bags the way I want it packed. So I went to buy a few groceries. There wasn't that much, maybe 2 or 3 bags worth. Went to the self-checkout, and they always have an employee there to help you if you need help with anything. Y'all know that. Okay, now let's go. I'm going to use a smudge brush, a small smudge brush. And I've told y'all before, it doesn't matter what brush you use. If you got a brush that'll do the job you want done, freaking use it. You don't have to use any special brush. Crease, I'm going to go with this little bit of darker blue. I'm going to keep them very subtle today. Okay, so I get to the self-checkout. There's a young lady there, the employee, and she was probably early 30s. And when I walked up, there was no one else there. It was, midday when most people are at work, and wasn't very busy. So she wasn't busy. She said, "May I help you with that, ma'am?" And I said, "Well, no, thank you. I believe I've got it under control." So I started scanning and packing and scanning and packing, and as I was doing this, I noticed she just kept watching me, and I was thinking, well, young lady. I don't know what you're watching, but anyway, go ahead. If that's what you need to do, if you feel like you need to watch me, you just do it. So as I finished up and I put my credit card in to pay and was ready to walk out the door, sorry, stop again for 1 second. We're going to put a little bit, use a little bitty brush here. I think I'm going to use some of this darkest blue right here as an eyeliner, top and bottom. And when you put your eyeliner, start up here and make a tiny little V shape that'll add some definition. And we're just going to come across here. Anyway, as I was, excuse me, as I was getting ready to leave, she walked up to me and she said, "Ma'am, I was watching you do that and you did really good." And I said, "Well, thank you." She said, "You know, most of our elderly customers are scared to death of these things, and you just used it like if you'd been using them your whole life." And I said, "Well, thank you," and turned around and walked out. She didn't need to know I'm an accountant, but she was so proud of me that I was able to figure out how to use a self-scanner at the grocery store. I thought that was hilarious. I probably will always be a numbers girl, and so don't be surprised. All you young people out there, don't be surprised if I actually know how to use one of those newfangled computers and scanning machines. Oh my goodness. I remember back in the day, and some of my subscribers, I bet that are my contemporaries, my age, will probably remember the day before computers when our accounting was done on ledger sheets. And so, yeah, I go back a long way. Guarantee you that a little scanning machine, that ain't going to scare this girl. Okay, let's finish this up. Let me quit talking. I'm going to get this finished up really quick. We're going to do a fast, quick and dirty liner. And I always like to come in, as I've told y'all, with my, put my glasses on, I always like to come in with my black eyeliner. Hit my waterline, top and bottom. Give me just a little bit of definition to my eye. Now, if I were going somewhere special, going to do something special, I would certainly take my time. I would certainly be a lot more careful. I would do my makeup a whole lot heavier. But on Wednesday morning, ain't nobody got time for that stuff. So let's see here. Let's put just the tiniest bit of something, just tiniest bit of bronzer. Get my mirror correct here. Let's bronze this girl up. So I have just a little bit of color when I go out in public, because I don't want the public to think I'm dead. I don't want them to call the morgue to come pick me up. So we got to add a little bit of color. Let's do a little bit down here, cover up some of that old nasty neck and what's trying to become a what do you call it, a chicken waddle. Nope, gonna cover that up. Let's do a little bit more here, and I like to contour my nose a little bit, and I use my bronzer. I squeeze my bronzer blush into a flat brush and come down the sides just a tad. Don't want to look like I painted up my nose, but it'll contour it a little bit. It'll give it a little bit of look a little thinner maybe, or maybe I'm just telling myself that so I will think my big nose doesn't look quite as big. Let's come in. Since I'm wearing silver today, we need some brightness, so I am using my e.l.f. Thing here. Gonna use the, let's go with this pink. It's pretty pinkety pink. Can put that on, put on some blush, get some blush action going. Okay, I think the only thing I have left, excuse me, is mascara. If I'm missing anything, I guess I'll see it when I get outside. Let's set this real quick. This is my new Maybelline, what's it called, Makeup Fix? Lasting Fix. And I really, really like it. Okay, today, mascara, we are gonna, excuse me for a minute, I've got to blow my nose. Okay, I know that's gross, but sometimes it'll just start running when I'm doing makeup, and I don't know why, I don't know what to do about it. We are gonna use a little bit of primer. Let me get up here so you can see what I'm doing. Bring y'all in a little bit, just a touch. This is a white primer. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous. There we go. And you see it's white, but it primes your eyelashes so that you can get by with one coat of mascara. Oh, good. There I went. Poke my eye. So I know I'm doing something right if I poke myself in the eye with the mascara. Okay, let's get that done while that's drying. Let's do our lips. I'm going to use a lip liner today because I'm using this Maybelline. I don't know if you've seen it advertised, but it's the colors that are supposed to work on any skin tone. So far, the ones I've used, I found they work really well. This is mauve for me. And so I'm gonna push y'all back out a little bit, and I'm going. All right, y'all know that I love my diamonds, so let's put on some little earrings they're not diamond, but they were inspired by diamonds. So I think I can call them my diamonds if I want to. I don't think anybody's gonna report me for it. How cute. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, baby. I'm starting to look like a Harlow, aren't I? This is the cutest little wig, and I think I just, without thinking, did the biggest no-no in the world with a wig. I sprayed hairspray on it, and it wasn't alcohol-free. It was real hairspray, so cross your fingers that it doesn't hurt it, but I just wanted I wanted it to stay where I wanted it to stay. So I'm going to give you a look before we end this. Getting ready to go to NYX, and we'll see what kind of trouble I can get into there. So here we go, a final look. Let me turn this. Got my little cold shoulder action going. Let me move my chair. Cold shoulder, never, ever are you too old for that. Got my Bermuda shorts, and I'm going to put my foot up here for you to see. Just some little gold loafers. The gold is very trendy this year, so I'm ready to go. Doesn't take much to look like $1,000,000, does it? Have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.